Hi guys, and welcome to a new video on Sonal's Life. So last week I brought you my New Japan Wrestle Grand Slam in Tokyo Dome review. And honestly, I'm still sort of on a high from that because it was an amazing show. So make sure you go and check out on New Japan World and you check out my review in the meantime. And on to this week, it seems like literally New Japan is going with their schedules. And we have just finished. Well, we've not actually finished. We're in the midst of our summer struggle tour, but they have recently announced that they're going to be doing the annual Super Junior Tag League, and I'm excited. Like, I've always loved junior wrestling. For me, it's the thing that got me into wrestling to start with, and I think despite the small size of it, New Japan's junior division is one of the best in the world. So I thought, as always, I'm going to have a rundown of all of the teams that are involved, some of the matches I'm looking forward to, and obviously, as you know, some very wrong predictions. So let's get going. The first entrants are three-time Super Junior Tag League winners, Roppongi 3K. And obviously, as you know, like two of my favourite wrestlers in the world. Now, going into these matches, they're not on the best run. They've been getting beaten quite a lot in the big elimination match that we saw during the Summer Struggle Tour. It was actually Sho that was the reason that Yo got eliminated. Yo has been continuously pinned, whether like mainly in tag matches, and I put this on social media at wrestling_chat that I am very worried that this is sort of leading up to the breakup of Roppongi 3K. However, I hope that this is not the case. Roppongi 3K always thrive in these sort of environments. With two very diverse athletes in Sho and Yo, they have the ability to go up against literally anyone. So you have the strength and the power of Sho, and then not really, I wouldn't say like the high flying ability of Yo, but the more standard traditional Japanese strong style. And he has also adapted his wrestling moveset from his injury and sort of toned down the high flying, focusing on sort of the more Japanese style moves that we used to see, but not as often. Kanemaru and Desperado are always like complaining that they're not a good team. I think Sho and Yo are the perfect combination. They were in the dojo together, they went on excursion together, they came back together. They literally should be a match made in heaven. I think it is the premise of very bad booking for them, bad luck with Yo's injury that has not led them to having the successful tag careers that I think they could have. I am keeping my fingers crossed that this is at the end of Roppongi and actually it's sort of like a rebirth, because when Yo came back he had this new gear and everyone thought we might see this new side to both Sho and Yo, because we'd seen when Yo was off that Sho had this new fire in him. He finally beat Shingo Takagi in the New Japan Cup, and maybe sort of this kick up the arse is what they need, not to split them up, but to bring them even closer together. And I mean, you'll probably guess at the end, but I'm just going to say it anyway. They are my picks to win. They probably won't, because like I said, they've won 3 times in a row. They've won 3 times in the past, and I don't think New Japan will do that. But I'm really excited and really hopeful that this is literally going to be the making of Roppongi rather than the breaking of Roppongi. The second tag team, well, it's a bit of a weird one, but it's not really a weird one. It is Ryusuke Taguchi and Master Wato. I don't think they have a name. I can't remember. They might have had one from last time. The first thing I thought when I saw these two is I am very sad that the Mega Coaches were not back in Super Junior Tag League. The second thing I thought was, well, you know what, if Master Wato's going to be with anyone, he's going to have to be with Taguchi. Now, a lot of people have had their issues with Master Wato since coming back to New Japan from his excursion. I personally like to give him the benefit of the doubt and have actually seen his wrestling style improve a lot since he came back. He's a lot more stable in the ring, there's a lot less botches, and I think teaming with Taguchi is probably the best thing he can do because crowds love Taguchi. And I feel like the big issue with Wato is the lack of connection to the audience and to the fans. And literally, if there's anyone in New Japan who fans love more than maybe the likes of Tanahashi, it's Ryusuke Taguchi and his funky weapon. Now, I always joke, I say, oh well, Taguchi's hilarious. He is a very badass contender in the junior tag division. Like, he has literally several very long and successful junior tag reigns, mainly with Prince Devitt as Apollo 55. And also, like, we've seen him have success with Rocky Romero and just anyone he's tagged in. This, for me, really, they're not going to win. I know they're not. But it is going to be a more amazing experience for Wato. And I get to see Taguchi on my screen pretty much every day. So you can't go wrong with that. The next team we've got are my second favourite. And, like, it's a tie-up between them and Roppongi literally all the time. It is the Suzuki-gun duo and the former IWGP Tag Champions El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Now, crying, Desperado lost his title. Crying. However, I'm hoping that maybe now without the title we can see Kanemaru and Despi back together doing what they do best, and that is taking over the tag division. So when they had their reign, I think it was in 2019, they were actually the longest single reign for a tag team in the junior division. I think it was over a year. And people seem to underestimate them. It's like they underestimated Desperado. They literally underestimate and underrate Kanemaru. These two are two of the most dangerous wrestlers in New Japan because not only are they crazy talented, so Desperado is a very good submission specialist, very strong, very power-based. Kanemaru literally does it all. He, obviously, as Suzuki-gun members, they are very good at the mat-based, submission-based wrestling. But Kanemaru's also got a bit of that spice in it. The bit of the spicy. That just gives that team the extra edge. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie, kind of gutted Doki's not in it this year. Kind of gutted. But these two are going to be a very formidable force against anyone. They're not afraid to break the rules against the likes of Bullet Club. They can put on amazingly clean matches against the rest of the guys. And like I said, these are definitely worth looking at and keeping an eye on because their last reign earlier in the year did not go very well. And if anyone is going to kick some Bullet Club ass, it's going to be Suzuki-gun. The next team, I probably should have got them out of the way to start with, but it is Bullet Club's Dick Togo and Gedo. I mean, I don't really know where to go with this. It feels like literally there is such a lack of teams in New Japan due to the pandemic and injury that they literally took any juniors that they had and threw them together. Gedo doesn't have JY at the moment because he's currently in the US. Evil is doing his spiel with Shingo Takagi for the title, so they're like, well, we'll take Gedo, we'll take Dick Togo, bam! Now, I don't want to sound mean because you know what, in reality, Gedo is probably tied with Jado, one of the most successful junior tag champions in the history of the company. Even Dick Togo has had a few spells as junior champion in New Japan, and I think he's also been tag champion in DDT, or at least he has fought for it, or maybe it's another company. Don't hold me on that. So really, these guys have years of experience. But in the state and the characters that are in now as Bullet Club managers, literally cheating their way through every match, I can see them being the four guys and not taking any wins at all. They're basically like, imagine if you had a veteran and a young lion, like when we had Tiger Mask and Uemura. That's going to be them this year. But you know what? I like to see the old guys try, so props to you, Gedo and Dick Togo. So I had an issue with the last veterans, but this one is an odd team, and like I said, it's probably another issue of throwing together who we can. It is the IWGP Junior Champion Robbie Eagles with the legend, with the saltiest wrestler in New Japan, Tiger Mask. Now, at first I thought this is really random because most of the time Tiger Mask will take the fall when they're in tag matches. However, it works very well. You've got the Tiger and the Eagle, put them together, and it should be a match made in heaven. Tiger Mask is known for his amazing wrestling. Despite his age and years in wrestling, he can still go. And like I said, when he is salty, nobody can get past him. Like, he still moves very well for his age, especially after the surgery he had. And what can I say about Robbie Eagles? He's the champion. I literally cannot praise him enough for his wrestling talents, which combine mat-based, submission, high flying. And normally, I say with the older generation, like I said with Gedo and Dick Togo, that normally they're not going to do well. But Tiger Mask not only has sort of this new fire in him, but is teaming with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. They are not going to have him take that many falls this early in his reign. Yes, okay, they could make Tiger Mask the fall guy, but I don't think they will, because they want to build up Robbie, and a successful run in this Junior Tag League will prove that not only is Robbie an amazing singles and tag wrestler, but Tiger Mask can still go. And come on, bring us the salty, because that's what we like. Obviously, the final team is the IWGP Junior Tag Champions, El Fantasma and Taiji Shimaru Bullet Club. Now, they won the titles about a month ago maybe, and so far they've been doing a pretty good job. They are a very good team who, like I say, with every heels, combine very good wrestling with the more annoying Bullet Club tactics compared to maybe the likes of Suzuki-gun. These two literally have it all. Between them, they are the perfect athletes. Like, Ishimori himself might be tiny, but is literally like the pure definition of perfection in a wrestler. Same with Fantasma. Pushing his ego aside, another amazing wrestler. And after having their first defense against Rocky Romero and Taguchi, they are doing pretty well and will want to carry this momentum on. A small part of me wants them to win, because they said if they win, they want to challenge for the IWGP Heavyweight Championships, and will sort of get me closer to my goal or my idea of uniting the two tag divisions, especially at the moment, to create more of like a bigger never division, or something similar to the likes of DDT, where there are no weight limits on the tag belts. But yeah, they're gonna run riot, they're gonna cheat, they're gonna fight, they're gonna wrestle their way through some amazing matches, and yeah, they've got a pretty good shot in it, so I probably think they might win, but like I said, they're not my picks. So that was a quick rundown of the 6 teams. There are some matches I'm very much looking forward to, but obviously the big thing that we've noticed is the lack of LIJ teams. The first few years, so I think 2019, 2018 or 2019, it was Bushi and Shingo. Last year it was Bushi and Hiromu, but obviously Hiromu's injured and we don't have any other juniors, so Bushi has been left out. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have some great matches. We've got Bullet Club versus Bullet Club. That'll be interesting to see whether Dick Togo and Gedo just give the pin to the tag team champions. We've seen it before with Bullet Club. I'm excited to see Roppongi 3K and Suzuki-gun. Always very exciting to see Roppongi 3K versus Taguchi, because I mean any match between Taguchi and babyface is going to be amazing. Personally, I think my match I'm most looking forward to is Roppongi 3K versus Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles, just because you've got 3 Chaos guys and then Tiger Mask who helped to train Sho and Yo. So yeah, we're going to have some great matches. Obviously, they've had to incorporate it into the Summer Struggle Tour due to the size of the roster, cut it down to 1 block again, but it should be great. And like I said, winners, my hopes are Roppongi 3K or Suzuki-gun, but who knows with New Japan booking at the moment. For all we know, Gedo and Dick Togo might win. But yeah, that's my rundown. As always, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is there anyone who stands out to you as clear winners? Or are there any matches in particular that you're really excited to watch? Make sure to write them in the comments. Follow me and tweet me at social media at wrestling_chat on Twitter. And remember to like, share and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!